I need to talk to this guy to see what's going on. So he does a FaceTime call with the person who had dropped the car off, who was different than the female with a California driver's license who had rented the car just a few hours earlier in Tennessee. And he's like, oh yeah, man, we just went out to get some dinner at Waffle House, and we'll be right there. And I certainly couldn't fault Waffle House as being the best choice of Atlanta cuisine at 3 in the morning on a holiday, but he said he was going to be back. He was calling an Uber or something like that. But he said, well, you just told me that you sold this car and you wanted me to remove that. And this guy's saying it's a rental car. I said, well, yeah. So I kind of took the phone from him and I said, hey, I'm with the rental company. We're going to be taking the car back right now. You're welcome to come back and we can discuss it. We've got the police here. Everything will be on the up and up. But we're not going to be taking things out of the car anymore, just so we're all clear. He's like, yeah, I'm on the way. Hangs up the phone. So I'm like, if you don't mind, I don't know what he was going to pay you for this job. I'll make sure that you're made whole beyond that. But just go ahead and let's try to put this thing back together. And then I'm going to end up taking it out of here. I'm going to park it in my warehouse and they can come pick it up in the next few days. So he gets it buttoned up and the car starts and this guy calls again. And I pick up his phone because he's been working it. He had no problem with that. And I'm like, look, I'm about to take this car back. Let's not worry about this anymore. You can take anything up that you have outstanding with the rental company. They'll be awaiting your call. And he's like, wait. My Uber just got canceled because my card got declined. Will you bring the Lamborghini and just come pick me up around the corner at the Waffle House? Yeah, you just order me around to Hash Browns and I'll be right around the corner. So obviously I did not go around the corner and pick this guy up at the local Waffle House. I would just leave that to him and the owner of the rental company to sort out. But I was able to get the car home safe and sound to the Vinwiki warehouse, and a couple days later they sent their guys down to pick it up. But I think we were really probably 15 or 20 minutes away from that car disappearing and never being seen again. And as you think about these types of businesses, all these interesting things that you can do with cars, a lot of times the risks just really do outweigh the potential reward the industry has to offer. But fortunately in this circumstance, Vinwiki was able to come to the rescue and save another stolen Lamborghini. But next time, I can't imagine we get that lucky. I need $5,000. So, you mean you want me to pay you for the return of my stolen property? Yep, that's the only way I can give it back to you. I had a customer who had rented my car several times. In fact, he was an ex-Atlanta police officer. And he had rented the Gallardo a few times, so he wanted to rent that again. But in addition, he wanted to rent my Ferrari 612 Scaglietti so that his friend could have something to drive around while he was in town. And so about, I'd say it was on a Wednesday or Thursday, they picked up both cars and began paying for the rentals and gave us a credit card. We verified the insurance and went through all the normal steps. Over the next few days, they kept renewing the rentals, saying we're having so much fun, we want to keep it. I'm continuing to make a good deal of money renting the cars out, and I've got a good customer in them, so I'm pleased with all that. But around Monday, I stopped hearing back from them. I began telling them, well, it's time to either turn the cars back in or pay us for another day, and they wouldn't answer. And so I believe it was Tuesday night. I was out at my bachelor party because that Saturday I was getting married. And so we were out racing go-karts and having a good dinner, and I got a phone call. And it was peculiar. There was a woman on the other end of the phone, and she said, my husband is the guy who bought your Ferrari today, but we've decided we don't want it. In fact, we'd like the BMW we gave you and the $15,000 in cash as a down payment back, and we'd like to undo this whole deal. And I said, well, ma'am, literally every part of that sentence is a problem and fundamentally incorrect, because I didn't sell your husband my car, and whoever did was not authorized to do so. And she said, well, he's told us that he was one of your employees and that he worked for this rental car company. I said, well, that's absolutely not the case. And she proceeded to tell me that, well, I'm a lawyer and possession is 9/10 of the law. I said, ma'am, it's a rental car, so possession is literally 0/10 of the law. And by saying that, I highly doubt you're actually a lawyer. But I'll need you to return to me this stolen property and understand that the police will very soon be going to find it. So she got upset, hung up the phone, And I had to return to try to enjoy what was left of my bachelor party before spending the next day and then several days trying to work this all out. So I tried to contact the rental customer. Again, no answer. And I go on to track the cars. And I see that the Lamborghini is in a parking lot in Midtown. So I take the other key, go to Midtown, find that the car has had the front knocked off of it, and say, well, we found it at least. And so the next day I had a tow truck take it to my preferred body shop and begin the process of repairs, and we filed a claim with his insurance company. Still, he wouldn't answer the phone, and we could not find the Ferrari because the battery had gone dead, because like many of the Ferraris I've owned, the 612 was one of these cars that if you don't drive it every day or every 2 or 3 days, the battery will be dead next time you return to it. And so the tracking device was not functioning because the capacitance had worn out, and I had no idea where to find it. But I'd continued to have a little bit of luck getting in touch with this woman who was still not understanding that I didn't have her BMW or the money or access to the customer, but that she did absolutely have a car that was stolen. I came to find out that this is called theft by conversion, meaning that you had the privilege of use of this car, but that you converted it in a use that you were not permitted. So selling it was something that a rental customer was not allowed to do. So in converting it to an asset that they made for sale, that is the theft. Now the problem is, when you know who has your stolen property, the police don't do a very good job of trying to find out where it is. They seem to think that you'll go about finding it, or that it's not the same thing as throwing out an APB and having everybody find it, or at least everyone try. Because I had delivered the car in one county, and a few miles over in the next county is where the car was being used. And they were still occasionally driving it around, because I'd see the tracking device work, and it would be at the valet lot of some restaurant or a mall or anything like that. But I could never get there in time to take my other key and repossess the car. So I had spoken to the police, and they said, well, yeah, we see it, but you've reported it stolen in your county, and it's here, so we don't have a system that allows us to just understand every car that's stolen in the world. It seems like a market failure and something someone should explore, but they were very, very useless.